Hi. You probably are new here. I haven't really posted anything in a while. But anyway, I've had some really great realizations about life lately, and I thought, have a few spare minutes right now before I have to start some school, I should really talk about them because I feel like they've been kind of weighing on my heart, and they've been like, I don't know, I've seen so many doors being opened to further my realization of the facts I've been realizing, and it's been amazing. So, okay, lately, for some reason, I've been getting into podcasts. Yes, so I love that. I love the Moments podcast. What the heck are you? A little interruption. Okay, so I've been listening to podcasts lately. First I started with the Whoa That's Good podcast by Sadie Robertson, which I've actually been listening to on and off, not really consistently. I've been listening to it for a long time though. Love Sadie Robertson. I feel like I've gotten so inspired, and my life has been just so transformed by all that she does, by her books, by her preachings, literally everything. And I'm just so impressed and really motivated by her. Excuse me. So I've been listening to podcasts, and so first of all, the Whoa That's Good podcast.
Hey, give Dad his card.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Peace, love, and blessings. Okay, another little interruption. We're staying calm. So the Whoa That's Good podcast, and then first of all, that one was kind of helping me. It was like, don't compare yourself to past versions of yourself. And also one tip that I thought was really interesting was her husband, Christian Huff. He was saying that he basically puts an emphasis on God during workouts, and I was like, that's so interesting. I'd never really thought about that. Listening to worship music during a workout though is life-changing. I feel like it doesn't seem like the type of thing that's going to get you in the zone, but it does get you in the zone, and it pushes you through. And I did like a whole workout. I don't like doing workouts on my own. I swim and I do dry land, and if you're a swimmer and you also do dry land, you're probably like, the days you have off, you're probably just relaxing. But last week I was sick. I was out for 2 days, and practice got canceled on the other day because it was literally snowing. So I didn't have the same workout that I would have had. And so I was like, I need to have another workout. I need to make up for this because there's going to be a meet this weekend. Obviously, I want to perform well, and I want to work towards my goals as much as I can. So worship music really brought it in there. Really great. Then I was listening to the Was That TMI podcast with Sadie Kroll, and that podcast, I'm not really recommending it, honestly, because, I mean, obviously, if you know who Sadie Kroll is, she's kind of a little bit of a party girl. You know that. But let me say, she was saying some stuff that I thought was really cool. I love how she connects stuff with like God and stuff. I feel like she's just very open and very observant, and I can definitely see her growing in that area. Not recommending her lifestyle, but I think she's really relatable, and she's really cool, and she's really just honest and bold, and I really admire that about her because, yeah, she's just bold. She doesn't care. And I love that, and I wish I could have. That's one of my goals for this year. One of the things I want to see in 2022 is see more authenticity in my life, and to not be double-sided, and to just really go through with what I'm saying I'm going to do. So I've just really been worrying that. But she was saying stuff about why should you care about what other people think of you? Literally, why should you care? Because you literally live one life, and I don't know. I mean, obviously we all hear that all the time, but this time it just really hit me in the face. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I started thinking automatically of all the things that we all do to blend in and to fit in, and who actually cares. Literally, it does not matter. The only thing that matters is what God thinks of us. And it literally does not matter. It does not. Literally, legitimately. I don't know how many times I have to repeat this. It does not matter. It doesn't matter. And that is so freeing, because it's just you know, like if you're like thinking about an outfit and you're like, I don't know what people are gonna think of me, whatever, it looks cute, wear it. Like, don't spend so much time obsessing and trying to be accepted, because like, first of all, you're ruining your originality, and you're just oh my gosh, I totally mispronounced that word, whatever. You're ruining it. You're not maximizing your potential. Like, there's so many projects I want to work on, like music, singing, okay? So I have a lot of insecurities about that, because I'm like, what if I'm not good enough? Okay, I'm never gonna be Ariana Grande. Boom, cool, everybody knows that. But we all have our own voice, and we all have our different skills, we all have our different talents. And you know, I don't even care if something happens, you know, with that or whatever. I want to do it because before I even started singing, I was songwriting, and I want to get lyrics out, and you know, it might not even be me singing them, but I want to push forward. I want to do more worship. I want to do that kind of stuff, and the thought of other people is what's holding me back, and it's not maximizing my full potential. And I know there's so many other people out there who need to hear that you're not maximizing your full potential, because you're literally giving a crap about what other people think of you, when you should not be doing that, because there's so many people who need to be reached by you. And then the same thing with God. I feel like that's just like the number one thing that you can get peer pressured out of. And it's just like, when you go out, when you like text someone, when you make the move to be like, we're going to talk about God, we're going to talk about the Bible, I'm going to lead you, I'm going to guide you, I'm going to be your counselor, I'm going to put the effort for you, because everybody needs help in their life, and everybody needs to get closer to God. And that can seem so scary. And it's just like, they're going to judge me. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be out of their mind grateful, because everybody's struggling and we all need help. And when you reach out and you make that move, it's literally life-changing. It can change their life. I've watched people's lives change. And even if it doesn't change, and even if it doesn't necessarily change them at first, it's a process, and it's going to happen. And then even like just saying like God bless to like a waitress, or asking somebody if they need something to be prayed over, that can feel so threatening. But in reality, you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for God. You're doing it to be a reflection of Christ, to be more Christ-like, and ultimately they're going to be very grateful for it. And even if they're weirded out by it, like, why should you care? One of the things, I think it's a verse in the Bible where it's like, God sees those sacrifices you make, even when nobody else sees them. God sees them, and with them he is well pleased. That is so motivating to me, because I feel like sometimes I want to be lazy and I want to do the not Christ-like thing in the situation, and I feel like we all do that. And also another thing, actually in James, was it James or was it Hebrews? I think it was Hebrews, actually. But it was just saying that Christ knows exactly what we're going through, because he went through everything, but he didn't sin. And I was like, wait a minute. That is so true. He went through everything and he didn't sin. We don't have to bend in to the things of this world. We don't have to do it, because literally Jesus is like the realest homie. He knows what's going on, and he knows you can overcome it. And he knows, he lived a life just like us, so he can, like, literally, that is so amazing, because not only did he sacrifice himself, but he lived a sinless life. And so he's like, you know what, I did it, so you can do it. I'm going to come alongside you. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to put my spirit in you, and I'm going to make you achieve the life that I want you to achieve, and I'm going to help you change the world. Like, how mind-blowing is that? Like, literally, how mind-blowing is that? So anyway, back to what I was saying. It's just, the thing is, sometimes I don't feel like doing that kind of thing. And sometimes I'm like, I'm not going to dust the blind, because who actually cares? And then sometimes I'll be like, you know what, actually, this is going to help my mom. This is going to help the house. This is going to make the house look better. It's just going to be a better experience if I make that sacrifice. And, you know, I'm not virtue signaling. I'm not saying, hey, I did this really good thing and y'all should all do it. I'm not necessarily doing that. That's just something that, a sacrifice that I made, and it was super small. And anybody can do that. And I don't have to be bragging about it or talking about it. Even now, I'm not bragging about it. I'm just saying that those small sacrifices, God does see them, and he is well pleased, and he knows how hard it is to sometimes make super small sacrifices. But he is well pleased with that. And yeah, and sometimes it can be super small things. Like, TikTok was really distracting me, and TikTok is a lot of fun. I have nothing against it. I can see myself doing fun videos there, but it was just distracting me to the point where it was just taking up hours and I wasn't even realizing it, and it was just negatively impacting me. And I feel like that's so true for a lot of us. TikTok can be a toxic place. It can also be a positive place, but a lot of the times there can be a lot of toxic in it. And I just made the decision. I was like, I'm gonna delete TikTok, and like that's so small, but like it's changed my perspective already. Or sometimes, or even like on my playlist, I had a few like Tate McRae songs or just songs that weren't bringing me the right impression, and I just felt in my soul that they weren't right, and so I got rid of them. Like, I want to really work through my conscience. I'm sorry if my sister's like coughing in the background. You can hear her. She sounds a little bit like a seal, but it's okay. Anyway, just I want to be more in tune with what the Holy Spirit's telling me and my conscience, and just actually acting through that. And that's one of the epiphanies I had yesterday. Like I said, the Moments podcast helped me realize that. Love my girl Lexi. She just is so real. Obviously she's not like the most Christian thing, and she does mix in a little bit of stuff, but that aside, she did make a good point. And then comparison, I feel like I struggle with comparison all the time, and it's so disrespectful to like yourself. Like, to be honest, it's so weird. And the thing is, I can be so happy with myself, and I can be so happy with God and my journey and like who I am, and I can be so happy, and then the moment I turn on and I compare myself to another girl, I'm just like, why am I not like that? Literally, why am I not like that? And yesterday I was able to catch myself when I was doing that, and I was like, you know what? I don't care. Like, I do not care. I am where I'm meant to be for a reason, and this may not be what I look like forever. I'm gonna be grateful while it lasts, and most importantly, who actually cares? Like, literally, who actually cares? Like, first of all, like 99% of the population isn't even ever gonna see you in like a bikini anyway. Like, who cares? Come on, like, who cares? Literally, wear what makes you look good, wear what is modest, what glorifies God, and wear what makes you feel good. And that's the end of the line. You don't have to try to make yourself look like anybody. You don't have to do any of that. And that's just taking away from the joy of the things you've already been able to accomplish. And yeah, just setting super unrealistic goals is just not good. So anyway, I've been able to break out of a lot of like comparison and insecurity just in like the past 24 hours. And I felt like that's so life-changing. So I had to talk about it, but I really have to go now. That's it. And that's the thesis. Bye.